Hello, everybody. This is Stephen Whitfield, drilling contractor here at the 2023 IADC HSET conference in Houston, Texas. And with me right now is Brooke, Polk, VP of Accreditation Operations at IADC. She just gave an update on sort of what's going on in the world of IADC accreditation and credentialing. We're going to speak a little bit about some of those fun things that are going on right now. So, Brooke, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Oh, thank you for having me. We love doing new things around our accreditation programs and sharing that with the industry.
Yeah, so one of those things that you had mentioned was H2S. Sort of a little bit of an update on what's going on with that, some of the next steps that we're seeing with H2S accreditation. Can you tell us what some of those next steps are going to be?
Yes, absolutely. So the industry came to IADC with a need for an H2S standard that was very fit for purpose for our industry. The current standard out there has a few components that don't really apply. They're not applicable to our industry. So we wanted to make it very industry specific. We put together a work group of subject matter experts that have drafted that curriculum. The curriculum has gone out to comment, and it wrapped up commenting in April of 2023. They're now reviewing those comments within the work group, and once they make any changes needed, it will then cycle out for 2 weeks to the HSE&T committee within IADC for a vote. Once that passes vote, we will begin pushing that curriculum out to commercial training providers or in-house drilling contractors that want to teach the program so that they can start building their programs and preparing. And we're really excited about how this is going to enhance H2S training for our industry.
So another big thing, WellSharp. That's been a big thing for you guys for a while now, but WellSharp, you had said that phase 1 of the test review had completed and that we're going on to phase 2. Can you explain kind of what the difference is? What was going on in phase 1? What are we seeing in phase 2?
So WellSharp launched in 2015 is when our online assessments went live, and they have a database of about 3,000 questions. And through the Well Control Committee at IADC, they decided let's take an approach, a systematic approach at reviewing those test questions. So in phase 1, what we looked at, we pulled all the analytical data on the top 20% most frequently missed questions. And we also looked at the top 20% questions that people are always getting right. And we did a clean sweep of all of those questions, made any changes and modifications needed. And then we also went back. If you are familiar with the WellSharp program, we launched an unconventional well control component January 1st of 2022, which added those new questions to the WellSharp database. It now had a year of analytical information for us to look at, so they looked at all those new questions that went in, and they made any changes or tweaks needed to make sure that those are fit for purpose. And now we're rolling into phase 2 of that project. And phase 2 is looking at any other questions within the database to make sure we've fully reviewed all 3,000 questions. And that review is not just focused on wording changes or little minor calculation changes, but it's also looking at alignment of that test question with the learning objective in our curriculum to make sure that we're assessing on what we actually want the students to know and come out of the classroom knowing, and how to apply that on the field.
And beyond phase 2 of the test question review, what else are we looking to see out of WellSharp accreditation moving forward? What are some more next steps?
We're looking at the newly released IOGP 476 recommendations and how to incorporate some of those changes. One of the focus areas for us is continuous learning and utilizing our Crew continuous learning platform to incorporate continuous learning in the regular well control accreditation cycle. So looking at a blended approach of how individuals that are experienced and have already obtained accreditation can go through and take continuous learning to retention for all of the curriculum that is fit for purpose in continuous learning. And then when they come back after their 2 years, they can have a more focused content curriculum when they're with that actual instructor. So it's a blended approach that we're really excited for, and everyone should keep a lookout in the end of 2023, 2024 for that.
Oh man, it sounds like there's going to be so much going on. A lot of exciting things for everybody to be paying attention to. So we'll be looking forward to seeing more of these updates with all the stuff going on in the world of accreditation. Brooke, thank you so much for telling us about all this.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
And thank you for visiting Drilling Contractor.